Welcome back to The How to Human, the podcast where we untangle modern minds with curious conversations. I'm your host, and today we're diving into a topic that's often misunderstood, ADHD in adults. Joining me is Dr. Alex Verma, a cognitive behavioral specialist. Hey, Alex, glad to have you here.
Thanks for having me. This is such an important topic, especially now that we're realizing ADHD isn't just a kid's issue.
Exactly. For years, ADHD was boxed into childhood behavior, fidgety kids in classrooms. But adults can have it too, just differently, right?
Absolutely. In adults, ADHD can look like chronic lateness, unfinished tasks, impulsive decision-making, zoning out in meetings, or even managing money or emotions. It's not about bouncing off the walls. It's often internal chaos.
So basically, adult ADHD hides in plain sight.
Exactly. Many adults with ADHD were never diagnosed as children. They often just think they're lazy or unmotivated, when in reality, their brain is wired for novelty and stimulation, not structure and repetition.
Interesting. What's actually happening in the brain?
ADHD brains have lower dopamine activity, which affects motivation, focus, and reward processing. It's not a discipline issue, it's neurochemical.
That explains a lot. So how does someone know if they might have ADHD as an adult?
Good question. Signs to look out for include trouble focusing for long periods, forgetfulness or misplacing things, procrastination that creates major stress, overwhelm from small tasks, mood swings, or emotional sensitivity. And here's the twist. These traits can also mimic anxiety or depression, so misdiagnosis is common.
Yeah, I've heard people say, I thought I just had anxiety, and it turned out it was ADHD all along.
Exactly. The overlap is real. But here's the good news. ADHD isn't a life sentence. With the right tools, therapy, medication, coaching, lifestyle changes, people can thrive, not just survive.
That's hopeful. Any practical tips you'd recommend to our listeners who suspect they might have ADHD as an adult?
Sure. Track your patterns. Notice when and where you lose focus or feel overwhelmed. Use timers or visual reminders. Your brain craves external structure. Simplify tasks. Break them down into small, manageable steps. Don't go it alone. Talk to a mental health professional. An accurate diagnosis can be a turning point.
Beautifully said. And I think it's also about giving ourselves grace. Your productivity doesn't define your worth.
Exactly. Neurodivergent brains aren't broken, they're just different. And different isn't bad. It's powerful when understood.
Love that. All right, we're out of time, but this was incredible. Thank you, Alex.
Thank you. And if you think this might be your story, don't hesitate to explore it. Awareness is the first step.
That's all for today's episode of The How to Human. Don't forget to follow, share, and stay curious. Until next time, be kind to your mind.